job. We're gonna fire up the chainsaws and we're gonna cut firewood all day today. Today's the saw day. Here we go. So the first thing I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna sharpen up my saws, because last time I cut with my 576 and it just cut okay, but I can see the teeth are just rounded on it. And a matter of fact, now that I'm looking at it, I'm gonna change the chain. I'm putting a new chain on. The teeth are down to nubs and it is bad. Bad is the word. And my 592 needs touching up. I can see that's dull too, because I cut with that last time. My other two saws, my 572s, are both just fine. They don't need sharpening. They're good. I sharpened them a while ago, so I'm gonna sharpen them up. And then what we're gonna do is these piles, that's maple, ironwood, and ash. And that pile and this pile. And that stuff is basically dry. It's almost, well, it's gotta be coming up on almost a year old now that I've had it. And it is dry. I mean, it's cracked all the way right through to the middle, to the core of the wood. And I just need to get it cut up because I have orders for firewood. And this stuff, when I cut it and split it, it's ready to go right now. My mixed hardwood is getting low, so I need to cut some more. And this all has to get taken care of and out of here before I can start working with the processor, because this is all small stuff for the most part in here. And then over here, I've got cherry and oak mixed together, and I'm gonna get that cut up also. So that is the plan. So I'm gonna start down on that end, and I got, I don't know, 3/4 of a truckload there, 3/4 of a truckload here, and it's all got to get cut. So I'm gonna start cutting on it. Beautiful day today. It's about 20 degrees, not much wind, sun is shining. The cats are here. There's one of them, and we're gonna get cutting. So my little battery pack is at 38%. Bert ran this the other day all day long with a fan on it. I think he said 7 or 8 hours. So it still has 38%, and I'm going to use it to sharpen my saws with my Dremel here. This thing has been just excellent so far. We're going to get a lot of use out of it, and I really like it a lot. So it's 1,000 watt, and the company that sent it to me is EBL. I don't know what it stands for. I call it my electric box liberator, because you can go anywhere with power. So we're going to sharpen up the saws right now. The wood cats are here to help. I just got done changing the chain, taking the rakers down, sharpening the saws. I put oil and gas in, and so I'm going to run just the small saws today. I'm going to leave the big boy in back there. I don't need the 592 for cutting this little stuff, because I mean, this is the biggest log here, I think, right here. Everything else is all the small stuff. I mean, small, as you can see. I mean, it's not big at all. There might be some 12 inches in there, but pretty much most of it is small stuff, like real small, which will cut really good. This is ironwood right here, maple, ash, more ironwood. So yeah, I'm gonna get all this stuff, well, not all of it, I'm gonna cut a bunch of it. So I'm gonna start the saws up and start the carnage. Hey guys. Well, I've been cutting now for a little while. I know I did not quite 2 tanks. One of my saws, my old one, my 576, started acting up and something's not right with it. I only got, I don't know, maybe half a tank out of that and then a full tank plus a little bit on the other one because I had to tighten the chain back up. But here's the pile I got so far. Not too big. It's a start. I just got warmed up now. Now I can actually get some progress here. I got about 5 layers of clothes I took off. I'm down to just a t-shirt and a sweatshirt, and the sun is just beautiful today and there's no wind, so it's awesome. So I'm just gonna keep going that direction. When I get in another, I don't know, 10 feet or so, then I'll start over on this pile and I'll just keep migrating everything over this direction. So as soon as I stop cutting, the cats come back out. They're afraid of the chainsaws, which is good. So that's the way it is. So I had to take a little break, had to put some gas into the saw because it was out, and I got 2 saws gassed up ready to go on. Had to take a little break here, had to get a little nectar of the gods out because I'm thirsty. It's like having an angel pee on your tongue. All right, back to work. So I stopped cutting because I noticed my dog is loose. I don't know if you guys can see it here, but that nut is way backed off and this one's loose too. So I had to shut her down, do some maintenance, and I'm gonna touch up the saw. It was cutting a little crooked too, so I think I'm sharper on one side than the other. I noticed the cut was going a little bit of a curve to it, so just got to get out the right tools here and do some work. One of the things, if you haven't been around a while and seen my little kit I've got a Go kit that's got everything in it. All the wrenches, all the tools. I got wedges, spare chains, just everything you're gonna need for when you go on location. Files, screwdrivers, wrenches. Just got a little bit of everything in here, so I think this is oh, that's not the right one. Got that little star dude. There she is. This one. So tighten her up here. Yeah, it's real loose. I better check all of them. You know what they say, or like Kenny says, check your nuts. Because you don't want your nuts being loose. That's the first time that's ever happened to me with this saw. I've had it saw for a couple of years. I've never had it loosen up. Oh, that's loose too. I better check everything here. So yeah, just gonna go over everything, and that one's a little loose, that one's a little loose, that one's tight, that one's good. Check the muffler. That one's good. That one's good. I think that's this one. Oh, that one's good. Or here's one. That one's loose. So much power the nuts get loose. That's just the vibrations. Yeah, they're all just a little bit loose. Not bad though. Suppose I could put a little bit of Loctite on each of these. That's what a lot of guys do. They'll back them off, put a little Loctite. You know, the blue stuff is not permanent, just so they don't vibrate, which is not a bad idea. All right, this is for OSHA. This is the way stuff's supposed to work.
It's just supposed to work.
It's just supposed to work. Oh, that makes a difference right away. Look at that, lit it right up. Nice. That's what that is that's just to keep the stupid people from breeding.
Yeah. But natural selection.
That's right, that's right. That's a Darwin fan. Eliminate the dumb ones. Yeah, that works really good, man. And yesterday there was enough wind, it really didn't help that much, but it does today. There's almost no wind today. Man, that really makes a difference right there. Well, if I stand here more in about a minute, I'm not going to want to leave again because the fire is just so nice. I better get back to work. cut a pile of wood. You must have did almost a full cord. And I did, I don't know.
Couple full cords?
Couple at least, 2.5, I don't know, doesn't matter. There's more to go, it's not done yet. So I'm just gonna keep working into these piles here, and some of you are probably saying, why don't you use the processor? Because this stuff is this big around. It's a waste of time with the processor.
Yeah.
You wanna, cause this stuff, I mean, you look at it, it's maybe 6 inches, some of it's maybe 8, that's if that. So, and it's kind of fun to run a saw anyway, so we got a little exercise. Beautiful day to be out. Sun's starting to go down, it's getting chilly and I'm all wet from sweat, so that means it's time to quit. That's it for today, folks. Be back tomorrow. I'm gonna cut some more. Between now and then, go to the channel. There's 900 videos waiting for you. Otherwise, I'll see you at 5:30 a.m.
Good night, Irene.